Hello friends, my name is Tawfiq and you're watching my channel Graphics Den. So in this video we are going to see couple of tools. So first we have the shadow tool, which is very easy to use. So we can use the shadow tool in couple of ways. Firstly, we can simply drag and create a shadow. So remember, this is an outer shadow because it is present on the outside of any given object, or let's say if I apply to this thing the text, so the shadow which is present outside the area of the object, that is called as the outer shadow. And we have another option called as inner shadow. So let's say if I want inner shadow, we can simply choose this option and we can also create inner shadow. First I have to select this object, and this is the inner shadow and this one is the outer shadow. We can also choose the shadow options from the presets. So these are basically the options for presets for the outer shadow. These are outer shadow options, and at the end we have inner shadow options. And we have a bunch of properties, different properties in the property panel. So let's say first of all we will see the inner shadow. I will increase the opacity. Let's say if we want to increase, I will increase the feather and keep it to normal. Generally this is kept to normal. If I want to change the color, the red color, so as you can see the shadow color has changed. So this is basically the inner shadow which we can apply on the inside. And remember, in the older versions there was no option called as the inner shadow, there was only outer shadow option was present. They have later on added the inner shadow options in the newer versions. So these are basically very useful, particularly while applying the options to text. So let's say I'll keep the color value to black, and I will apply the inner shadow from the center. So as you can see, I will decrease the feather value. So this is how it looks. And if I want to use it from the side, one side, this is what I'll do is I will apply this thing. Yes, so this is how it will look. Then I can change the opacity, then I can again change the feather value as per my liking. So I'm keeping it to, let's say, 12. So this is looking pretty good. This almost looks like a 3D shape. So these are very useful properties. Keep it to normal. So you can always use the inner shadow options to make the objects look attractive, or you can apply some more changes to that thing. So these are feather, opacity, then we have color, then we have inner shadow, then we have shadow offset. So what is the distance between the shadow and the objects do we want? So you can check it over here. So this is how it will look. I will undo this. You can always check the options, all the options that are present in the property bar. So this is basically the inner shadow. You can also apply this particular values to an image as well. Same value, select shadow like this. So you can apply it to object, text, and also image. And if you don't want the shadow, then simply click on the clear shadow option, so the shadow will be removed. Then we have the regular outer shadow, that is called as the drop shadow tool, and this is the inner shadow tool. Drop shadow, that means the shadow will be applied at the outside of the given object or the selected objects. Then we have bunch of other options, presets, and we can always click and drag and drop and change it directly from the tool. We have both the options. Whatever feels convenient for us, we can do it like this. So these are basically the shadow options. As you can see, this is a very common property, shadow. I will apply this to this outer shadow like this. So this is the outer shadow option and this is the inner shadow options. Both can be used, and these are the same options that we can change it from here. Select, and like we can change the angle and all other options we can change. So you have to simply apply and see it for yourself. These are very simple to use, the shadow options. Now after the shadow we have and one more thing. Let's say if I want to copy any values, let's say if I create a shadow, so this is, I will use this one. So these are the properties that I want to copy in this particular text. So what I can do is I can simply select first. I will change the color so that you will understand clearly. I will also increase the opacity. So let's say I want similar values from this shadow to this text. I can simply select this text and apply any shadow first, and then I want this thing to apply any shadow to this object or text, and click on this option, copy shadow properties, and click on the shadow, not the object, click on the shadow. So these particular values are applied to our new object. So this is very helpful if you want to apply similar properties to another object. So this is basically the shadow option. Now moving on to I will clear the shadow. I will simply delete this, delete, and now we have the contour or contour option. You can also have the same options from the effects option or menu and contour. So basically when I create a square, then I can simply create another square at a similar distance or the equal distance by pressing and holding the shift button like this, or if I want it on the outside like this. So the distance is similar on all the sides, but when I draw a rectangle, it is not possible to create same effect using the shift button like this. So you can see the distances are different on this side and this side. So what we have to do is we have to use the contour options. So let's say if I want the offset inside or another rectangle inside at an equal distance, then I can choose the inside contour value. How many steps do I want? Only one. Then choose one, and the distance that you want for the another rectangle, and simply press apply. So the rectangle is created at the equal distance on all the sides. So let's say I want 3 steps, and I will also increase the distance. So this is what we will get, and we can simply use all these options by clicking break apart and ungroup, and we can use these options like this. And you can apply this to any object that you create. So I will create an object, any random object, by using the pen tool, and you can also apply the same option to this. The contour basically means outlines, but for complex objects. So this is a very useful tool, especially while creating outlines to text. So we will see one example. I will change the font. I will choose a bolder font so that we will clearly see the changes that we are making. Now let's say if I color it to red and I create an outline black, I will go to properties, text properties, and let's say if I increase the outline value. Now remember one thing, we cannot apply gradient to outline because we don't have any option for applying gradient or the fountain fill or multiple colors to outline. We can do it to the text itself by using this tool or the fountain fill tool, but we cannot apply gradient or fountain fill to the outline. So then what will happen if we convert it to curves, like convert to curves, and after that break curve apart, then it will do these funny things like this. So instead of doing all these things, we can simply, I will remove the outline, we can simply use the contour option. It is very convenient. So I will close this thing. So let's say if I want couple of steps and 2.5, I will remove the color first so that you will understand. I will keep it to 2. So this is how it will look. I will again keep it to, let's say, 1.5. Looks better. So this is how it looks, and let's say I want only one step. Now if I color this, what I'll do is I'll break this apart, and if I color this, now you can use a gradient tool on the object because it's a different object, so that you can simply use the interactive fill tool and create gradient or fountain fill effect like this. So this is how it will look. So this is a very good option. The contour option is very good, and you can simply, instead of, if you don't want to use this panel, you can simply create any shape and you can simply drag and create the contour. Now we have only 2 steps. We can always increase the steps by using this option, and we can change bunch of colors. So if I want this color, and I can again change the fill color from here like this, and if I want to change the outline color, I can change the outline color from here like this, as you can see. So we have couple of options. Either we can create the gradient by using directly the contour tool, or we can also do the similar things or perform the similar things using the contour panel. I will give you one more example. So let's say I'll create a random shape, and using the contour option you can create like this. And you can apply the color, and we have similar options. If you want to create it outside, then you have to choose outside contour 4. So the shapes will be created on the side like this. So these are very useful properties. You can use contour options, but mostly it is very useful on the text to create some really nice attractive effects. I will decrease the size. And I will change once again the font. I can directly use it from here like this. So this is how it will look. And if you want to increase the steps, you can simply increase the steps like this. And if you want to change the color, you can change the color like this. So I will keep it to the former color. So these are very useful options in CorelDRAW. I will suggest you to practice these options. And that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye bye and cheers.